Cancers, it's Nick. This is your first weekly of December reading. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Wow, we're ready almost at the end of the year. Well, we are at the end of the year, but like almost at the finish line. So crazy. But yeah, this is for all my Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, males and females. Listen for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus if you'd like. And just keep in mind these are general, like I always say, so may not always resonate, but just take what fits, leave the rest out. All right, and this does apply to both men and women, whether you're single, in a relationship, married, divorced, situationship, friends with benefits, I don't know, whatever mess you're in, this can apply to you, okay? And I say that in a joking way, don't worry, because my love life's a mess too, so don't worry. All right, so I will have the link to the extended reading below in the description box, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. All right, so I'm gonna start with your love oracle message first, then an overall emotion for you and the other person. All right, so let's get started. And the reason why I ever started this channel was because of my love life being a mess, and it's always been like my biggest struggle. Like my biggest pain and heartbreak has always been with love. Like I've been very, I wouldn't say unlucky, but just not haven't had the best of luck. So I feel you, whatever you go through, whatever we talk about sometimes in these readings, like trust me, I've probably been through it or worse. So, you know, I'm always here to help you guys and hopefully, you know, give you some clarity in certain situations, because I know when you're in it, it's hard to see and it's hard to like get outside the box because your feelings are already invested, and so there's like biases. It's like I don't know what to feel, I don't know what's the truth, like it's hard. So it's always good to have like an outsider's perspective who has nothing to do with it and can give you like, this is what I see, like, because sometimes it's so obvious, it's in our face, but we don't see it because we're like in the mix, right? Anyways, I feel like some of you maybe needed to hear that. Let's see. What is your overall love oracle message for all my Cancers for December weekly? This first week, please, for Cancers. Send them healing, love, happiness, abundance. Okay, Cancers, you guys got engagement. And I brought back the Romance Angels card decks. I haven't used them in forever, and I thought, why not bring them back? Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Ooh la la. All right, so this month, guys, you maybe, I wouldn't say all of you are gonna get engaged because obviously that's not realistic, but some of you may be meeting someone, or if you're already with someone, maybe you guys are gonna start to get more serious with each other. I don't mean like an actual ring engagement, but maybe you guys will start officially dating or be exclusive or be boyfriend and girlfriend, or maybe talk about marriage, talk about living together or moving in or getting a place together. So it looks like things are getting more serious, or you may be meeting someone who wants to really move things forward with you, and you guys will kind of have that talk or that important serious discussion sometime this month. So even if you're totally single and you're not dating or talking to anyone, or you feel like you don't have any good prospects, I feel like this month you may meet someone, or you're just gonna feel like, all right, I see potential in this person, or I see that this can go somewhere. It's not just like, you know, in the meantime, you feel like it can lead somewhere, okay? So let's see. What is your overall emotion? Overall emotion for my Cancers, please. Okay, now with this other person. Or like if you just started talking to someone, it feels like you guys are now talking more consistently. You know, it seems like your lives are kind of threading together. It's not just someone you're just like, hi, how are you? How's your day? It's like you're more invested into each other. All right, so let's see. Your overall emotion is disgusted, nauseated, repelled. Ooh, why is that, Cancer? You may have recently dumped an ex maybe, or saw someone from your past and you're just like, ugh, I don't want to see this person, or I'm so over them, or like I'm done with that dusty person, or you know, they're so toxic, I'm done with them. So you may have recently got out of a situation, or you saw an old ex or someone that you used to kind of deal with and left a bad taste in your mouth, or did you wrong, did you dirty, and it's like, oh my god, I'm over it. Or maybe some of you have been kind of like anti-love, anti-relationships, even though deep down you really want a relationship, you know, you really want to be loved, but you're kind of like, ugh, I don't know. But I think this is just going to be temporary. So I feel like I'm picking up some of you may run into like an ex or an old person that you used to deal with, and you're just like, oh my God, it'll just be like a reminder of like, what was I thinking? Why did I ever deal with this person? Okay. And then this person's overall emotion is feeling confidence, courageous, and bold. So I kind of feel here you may meet someone, or maybe you recently connected with someone, and this person is going to be someone who's really like upfront, very direct with you. I'm sorry, I feel like it's a little too bright here. I'm gonna like, let's put this curtain there. Yeah, this was like a bit much. It was like blinding me. I feel like my right side was gonna like melt. So what was I saying? Yeah, this other person that you connect with or you may be talking to this week, I feel like is really direct, really upfront with you. They may come up to you, speak to you, or may like hit you up first or ask for your number, or just really like on it. Like they're very serious about it. Like they're not just like taking their time. I feel like they're wanting to get things going with you, and you see like the big contrast, the big difference with this person and the other person. Okay, all right, let's see what's going on with all my Cancers. I'm gonna look into where you were, where you are right now, and where you want to be or where you're going for you and this other person. Okay, this other person. All right, so Cancers, for you guys here, we have Page of Wands, Awakening, and Four of Swords. And then on this side for this person, we have the Two of Swords, the Star, and Queen of Swords. So you may be connecting with most likely an air sign, Aquarius or Gemini, Libra, but definitely could feel strong Aquarius energy, but of course it doesn't have to be. You guys know the drill. All right, so I was gonna say Aquarius, no Aquarius. Cancers, where you were, I think was like still trying to get to know people, or maybe you're, you know, kind of keeping your options open, maybe dating, or you just started talking with someone, or maybe someone has started kind of showing interest in you possibly. You're like, okay, all right, like I'll just go with it. I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not having high expectations. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Let's just see where it goes. And I think you're open. You've been kind of just like open to talk to people, but not wanting, not getting too invested too soon, like maybe you have in the past. But where you are right now is that you're realizing a lot of new things. Things are becoming a lot more clear to you. I feel like your awareness is expanding. I feel like now you're in a place where you're seeing through, you're no longer wearing rose-colored glasses. Like you're able to kind of see through and like read people a lot better, especially because of what you've been through with certain situations. I feel like now you have clear vision and you have like this higher awareness about things. Like you can sense things. You're more sensitive to picking up little like nuances, little body language, the way they say things, how they look. Like you're picking up on all those little things now, whereas in the past maybe you didn't pay attention to it, or you just weren't really aware of it. But we're always in your face. And where you want to be or where you're moving forward is to feel mentally safe. You want to connect with someone, or you want to be in a space where like, I don't feel like I'm opening myself up too much and then saying too much of myself, and where I feel exposed. You're moving towards a space where you want to feel like you can express yourself comfortably, you feel at home, and you don't have to feel like paranoid or overthinking, like someone who doesn't make you question, doesn't leave you wondering at night what they're doing or who they're with. Like you just know where you stand. So I feel like where you're heading or where you want to be is at a space where like you can connect and not feel stuck in your thoughts. Okay, so with this person, where they were maybe before they met you or recently was confused. They were at a crossroads. They were undecided, should I follow my heart? Should I follow my mind? Like, I don't know. Maybe they've always been conflicted, or like when they did one or the other, it never turned out right. So I feel like now they're starting to think about, okay, I need to have a good mix match of both. I can't get too lost, too logical, or I can't just always only follow my heart, because then I forget to be, rational. So where they were before was kind of confused, indecisive, maybe not really sure about what they want or sure where their life was headed. But where they are right now, is making their dreams come true. I feel like now they know what they want. Before they didn't know. Maybe they were just dating aimlessly or like kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing. But now I think they know what they want. They know what their needs are. They're moving towards their dreams and their goals. And I feel like they're healing as well. They're healing themselves, and I think mentally in a better space now to have a relationship, or they actually know themselves better, so they know what they're looking for. They're not just like confused, right? It's kind of like someone who goes to school and they're just going to school to impress their or make their parents proud, but then they don't even know what they're trying to do. They're just taking classes, wasting time. Whereas someone who goes in is like, all right, I'm going to be a doctor. So they know what path they take. They know what classes to take. And the other person's kind of like, I don't know, just kind of like roaming around, right? So where they want to be though is, or where they're moving towards is a path of being more direct, more blunt, more upfront, having more honest communication between them and other people. And I feel like this is where they lacked before. They may have struggled with setting boundaries or voicing their opinions. And I think now they're not going to be afraid, or they're working on being very vocal about their needs, being very vocal about their desires, and also not being afraid to cut certain people, places, things out of their life that are not for them. So I think you guys are a good match, because what you're looking for is what this person is working on and wanting to achieve. They want to have direct communication, be more honest, be able to connect mentally with someone. And I feel like that's what you want. Whereas in the past, you probably connected a lot with people emotionally, right? Like, oh, I just like them, but maybe mentally you guys weren't really on the same page. But this person is looking for that, and they have really good communication. They're feeling more confident in themselves, and will always speak their mind. And I feel like that's something that your partners or past people lacked. Like, they didn't actually clarify things, or they weren't really direct with you, or didn't tell you where you stand. Whereas this person is like is more blunt, but they also have a fun personality. I feel like they're kind of funny, witty, dark, sarcastic a little bit, but they're very direct. And I feel like you need that. You don't want someone who's kind of wishy-washy or leaves you kind of like, I don't know what's going on. This person will tell you kind of right up front, almost a little bit too blunt, but I feel like that's better than someone who's secretive and sneaky, right? I would prefer that, but let me know your thoughts. So yeah, I feel like you guys are moving towards a similar direction, and your paths are going to be crossing pretty soon. So what you're looking for is going to be what this person is looking for, or what they already can give you, and what they already embody as a person. So I kind of feel like this is actually going to be a good match, or someone you're going to really like start to get to know and be like, oh, you know what? You might at first kind of be like, I don't know, but then as you get to know them, you're like, oh, as I get to know them, I start to like them a little bit more. Or like, oh, you know what, maybe we do have things in common. Whereas at first you weren't sure, you were a little hesitant. But I think as you get to know them, you're going to start to realize things. You're like, oh, wow, like they're really different from people in my past. And I actually think I like this. This is probably what I've been missing. This is what I've been looking for. Okay, so we're gonna dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy's at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they want you to know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. All right, so I'll see you guys there. The link to extended will be below, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.